Right. Thank you so much for tuning into this live session. Oof, finally, India winning a test match. When was the last time that we heard India winning a match? An excellent display from the Indian cricket team. Couple of points to discuss here before going on to this. India going with three changes after the last of the first match, which is sort of discouraging signs, but the way they came back is mind-boggling, and that's what you expect from India, and they have done it quite dramatically. The first hour of play was washed out on day 5 because of rain, and many people thought of asking India would have they have declared earlier. I mean, on hindsight, it's very easy to say that, but it was a great decision. Psychologically, when you feel you have to chase 610 runs, then you're almost out of the game. I mean, no matter what, the baseball or any other game, it comes tough one to chase, especially on day 5 when there is a lot of turn, and at the same time the ball behaving changed dramatically because of the cracks, and at the same time due to the overcast conditions, it made little more easier for Indian bowlers. But make no mistake, an excellent display of bowling from fast bowlers, where the same fast bowlers struggled a lot. The England fast bowlers conceded 1,000 plus runs in the entire game, and we don't listen that number once again. 1,000 plus in an innings. I mean, in a test match. I'm not sure whether we can really listen to that, but an excellent display from India, and they won for the first time ever. If you look at the pre-match analysis, 7 draws, I mean 7 losses, 1 draw, and none of the match have been won in Edgbaston. India breached that. They have done it in Gabba, Brisbane in 2021, now in 2025. So this is some sort of a comeback from India, where all of thought that young team will be losing 5-0, 4-0. Mark your words, it's now 1-all. And going to Lords, the home of cricket for India in London, definitely it's going to be one hell of a game for sure. I know there will be some interesting and couple of changes, but let us stay in the present, and wow, what a display this is from India. So Gill, rightly so, taking the final catch, I mean the final wicket, he took the catch, and a fitting reply to his excellent test match. 430 runs in a test match. 269 in the first innings, 161 in the second innings. You don't see it 400 plus in one innings. That is excellent. The first match also we talked about Gill's excellent captaincy. It's again all other 10 people have to support it, and unfortunately it was not possible, and that is the reason India lost it. But this time they came up. Remember, we played without Bumrah, so it's kind of a challenge for the opposition. I mean, for the Indian team, that whenever we don't see a star batsman or a star bowler not featuring in the playing 11, we always find it difficult. But that's where, as we said earlier, it brings the opportunity as well. So when you talk about more of Bumrah, more of Kohli, more of people, but that's where your best will come. So India created history by winning the second test match, and in, I mean, in 45, 60 years of long career of touring the England in 1970s, also this was not possible, but India achieved it today. The young team, it's not an experienced team. Remember, if it have been their experienced team, then would have given a lot of. It's kind of expected, but this is an unexpected win and a much needed win because India lost the 3-0 against home conditions in New Zealand. 3-1 in the Border Gavaskar Trophy. All these are very tough retirements, tough decisions taken by the BCCI and the management and the players, but the baton has to be passed, and it is successfully taken by the both the captain and the vice captain. It's a great combination. One who is calm and composed, one plays at his own will, and a box office. So it's a crazy combination to be said. A vice captain being so flavored and playing his own way, the captain very much cool and playing in his own style, the defensive classical shots. It's a famous win, no doubt. And look at the margin that we have won. It's 336 runs. So, which means that not only England bowling failed, batting also failed. And it's quite surprising that they have gone into a trap of playing a baseball and aggressive game, but at the same time, what they misunderstood the line and length of the fast bowlers, especially from all the cricketers. If you look at Joe Root's wicket, especially, he was playing across the bat line, a batsman of his temperament, and he has scored almost 13,000 runs. But again, it's the pressure, it's the runs on the mind, very tired fielders, bowlers, and India did that brilliant bind stroke. So 585 runs in the tournament for Gill so far. I wonder how much he will be heading in next three matches. And as a captain, as a player, already you scored 585 runs in two matches, which is quite astonishing. Don't know how many runs in the next three matches, but that's a great thing. The next best thing that has happened is that 17 wickets between two fast bowlers, and that too from Siraj and Akashdeep. Akashdeep has come as an out of syllabus for England. They did not expect that kind of a spell from Akashdeep. Remember in the post-match presentation, Akashdeep was quite emotional that having the family problems, the sister battling from cancer. So when these sort of okay, you have the mental mind games, but you just forget all those, keep it aside and perform. And an excellent comeback from Akashdeep. I have seen initial his bowling in January 2024. So that's where he has given his Arangetram. Uh, I think it was again it was in England series in home conditions. It looks quite focused, simple action, hurrying the batsman, seaming up, full and delivery, inviting them to the drive, and let the pitch do it. So that's a great sign of a bowler. We have seen with Mohammad Shami, right? Mohammad Shami also has similar sort of action, but more round-on action. But Akash Deep's spell was a gem of an spell. It has to be said. Playing his first match in England, which no expectations at all, right? So that's where one has to understand that when you play without expectations, the best will come out. When you have expectations, when you have go with a lot of fame and name, sometimes you may deliver it. Sometimes the pressure that you carry will not fetch you a lot of things. So that's one more thing you have to remember. No Bumrah, no worries. We have Siraj. Yes, the DSP Siraj. He has been phenomenal. A lion hearted bowling from Siraj. The first innings, remember England were 87 for 5, and again they started with a 300 partnership between Harry Brook and Jamie Smith. Wow, that is some innings from those two. But after that, when India got the new ball, that's the difference. If I would like to point out what could be one of the important factors or the most important factor to win this test match was the new ball which was used by England and India were two different contrasts. One was playing south, one was playing north. the utilization of new ball is where India really won the match. If you look at it properly, that's where England felt the heat, and that's the credit we have to give to Akash Deep and Mohammad Siraj for an excellent spell. Mind you, that was a very flat wicket, nothing much for the bowlers. Spinners came into action later part in day 4 and day 5, but one has to say that it was an excellent display of fast bowling attack on a deck where there is a lot of assistance to batsmen, a batting paradise, but bowlers have delivered it. Remember, taking 17 wickets out of 20 is very, very, very great achievement, and that too from Siraj and Akashdeep. So, first win as a captain for Gill, and India becomes the first Asian team to achieve this feat to win a Test match in Edgbaston, and that is some achievement you would have expected with the players like Kohli, Rahane, Pujara, Rohit Sharma, who has toured a lot to England and played so many matches. But hardly, if you look at any of these teams, they've not even played 50 matches. But that's how it shows the character and the hunger. It's more of the attitude towards the problem that we have. So it's a great victory. Now we are moving on to the test match number 3. A very quick one. We have only a couple of days. I believe it's going to be a very slow and a low wicket. We'll discuss more once we get an idea of what exactly the pitch is all about. But this has to be one of the greatest victories. One has to be in Gabba, the 2021 in Brisbane, Australia, and this one has to be rated high as much as you can. The reason is such: it's a new team, they're gelling together, playing for the first time, and overseas condition, not even a home condition where you have little bit pitch advantage. But wow, that is an awesome cricket from India, and I hope they continue. So 10th match, the third match will be on 10th of July. Lords has been a very promising ground for India because we have been winning a lot in the recent past. Yeah, so Bumrah will be coming. That's for sure, definitely. In terms of England cricket, I see Archer making it, but I don't think so. He'll be straight away back into his rhythm, and that will be a challenging for England to deal with. Their bowling is looking really, really troubling, and I mean, it's kind of a thing where you have your home advantage, but still losing a match. Uh, that is hard to understand. And except for Ben Duckett or Joe Root, or for that reason, it can be Jack Crawley. I don't see any of the batsmen playing well. At least, if you look at number of balls played by each batsman, it's very less. So England have a batting trouble a lot, even though they're looking very much pretty solid in the paper. But in terms of the playing, the bowling, they're struggling a lot, and that's where India can cash it on. So, what are the changes that we can expect, and we'll discuss it all in the coming videos. But as of now, let us cherish the victory that India has taken over. It's a phenomenal comeback. Mind Nora, you can say that it's easy to say after scoring 1,000 runs, but still you have to defend that. And I hope it will continue on the Lord's cricket ground as same. Thanks for watching this. So we're going to end this live session. So India creates history once again. Remember, they lost the toss. So losing the toss is a blessing for England, for India. So I hope again they lose the toss and see how England respond to it. We'll again have a live session tomorrow or day after tomorrow to try and decode how's the pitch looking like, what is the pitch average and everything for the Lord's cricket test match, which is a dream place for every cricketer to play. So thanks for watching this live session, whoever has tuned into it. Thank you so much for your support. See you guys.